Good Wednesday morning. Thanks for checking out this Iowa forecast update here. We can see current temperatures across the state. A lot of us in the 30s, some lower 40s down there into the southern part of the state. As we look at the visibility this morning, we are dealing with a little bit of fog out there this morning. So mainly across the western half and also across the southern part of the state. As we go tack on a couple more hours here, as we go through about 9, 10 o'clock, you can see a lot of this fog just continuing to hang around. Again, west and central southern part of the state here. A decent amount of fog hanging around through 10, 11 a.m. here. I think it's as we get towards about noon, some of this is going to be starting to dissipate. Still think some of us are dealing with fog depending on where you live. And then especially as we go into early afternoon, that's when I think we'll really start to finally see that fog dissipate. Looking at the wind for today, starting off with wind out of the northeast about, we'll say 5 to 8, sustained around 5, maybe 5 to 8. As we get into the afternoon, though, we will crank that wind up, definitely. Sustained up there about 10 to 20 miles per hour. That's going to put those gusts up there about 20 to 35 miles per hour. The stronger gusts, around 30, 35, likely found here across our southwestern counties. And as we look at high temperatures today, a lot of us getting up there into the upper 30s, lower 40s, and then by tomorrow morning here, a lot of us getting back down there in the 30s statewide. You can see a couple areas across northwest Iowa in the upper 20s, but we're watching for that risk of some rain across the state today. A little bit of drizzle activity going on across northwest Iowa this morning, which is being noted off the forecast radar, actually. So see a little bit of drizzle back across northwest Iowa, but we'll continue to work these rain showers and thunderstorms into our southern and southeastern counties as we go through the morning here. This is by about 9 a.m. as we go through about 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and then we tack on a couple more hours through about 2 p.m., and then 3, 4 p.m. here. This is where I think the afternoon, there can be some drier times. Maybe there's a little bit of drizzle going on here, but mainly drier times going on here as well. As we go through about 5 p.m., 6 p.m., we'll start filtering back in that rain from central to eastern Iowa as we go through about 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and especially as we get towards about 9, 10 p.m. here down across our southern counties. There may even be a little bit of snow mixing up a little bit farther north here towards places like Dubuque, just south of Waterloo, places like Marshalltown, and then down just south of Des Moines there across southern Iowa. That's probably the risk there where rain can switch over to some snow here. And then as we get through about 10, 11, midnight tonight, we go through the overnight period, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6, 7 a.m. here. Again, focusing that main focal point of snow across the southern part of the state. Rain only across our southeastern, south central counties as we go through 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, through 8 a.m., 9, 10, 11, and then through about noon on Thursday. So this is a very long duration event here as we go through about 1 p.m., 2, 3, 4, and then finally by about 5, 6 p.m. Thursday evening, we'll finally pull this out of the state. So we're as you can imagine, we're looking at a healthy swath of precipitation here. So looking at one model here, kind of showing the overall idea. And then here's another model kind of showing the overall orientation here. I'll go ahead and zoom it on into Iowa here, kind of give you an idea. I do think there is the potential to see 2 to 3 inches of rain down here across our southeastern counties. That's the extreme southeastern part. As you get farther to the north here, we're talking, a quarter to, say, a half in these areas right here. Obviously a half inch to an inch in those blue and yellow shaded areas. And then as you get farther to the north here, towards about Des Moines, Dubuque, thinking maybe a tenth to a quarter. It's going to be a sharp cutoff here. All right. And then another thing I want to point out is this model is, like I was saying before, it is showing that drizzle risk, which is actually happening currently across northwest Iowa this morning. We have some fog and some drizzle going on. So that's the overall idea for the forecast over the next 24 hours here, 24 to 36. All right. Heaviest precipitation amounts down here across our southeastern counties. And then, of course, there is the potential, if I can get my map to pop up here quick, there is the potential for a quick trace to, say, locally 3 inches of snow down here across our south central counties. Just something I did want to note here. So I'll leave you with the high temperatures over the next couple of days here as we go through Thursday. A lot of us back in the middle to upper 40s, maybe even some lower 50s. Definitely starting to work those 50s into the state on Friday, 50s and 60s on Saturday, and then definitely seeing upper 50s, lower 60s on Sunday. It's as we get into Monday, early next week, 50s, lower 60s just overall. Temperatures are warming up here. Might see the next shot for precipitation by about Monday, Tuesday of next week. We'll be watching things. It looks like there's another area of low pressure that'll be working through the area early next week. So we'll get more detailed on that as we get closer. But that's all for today. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.